well, shit just got real. The much anticipated rematch between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder sadly isn't going to happen next, according to Mr. Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC president. Ah, man. I laugh in Japanese. I knew this was coming, because after Tyson Fury signed with Top Rank and ESPN, we saw what strategy Bob Arum was going to take. After signing a multi-year deal with such a huge company like Top Rank, it is logical for Bob Arum to make Tyson Fury have an interim fight before facing Deontay Wilder next. That's just the promotional strategy a very intelligent promoter like Arum would use. So all the Wilder fanboys crying that Fury dogged Wilder. Nah, Fury didn't dog Wilder. Fury is not afraid of anyone. You have to understand that. This guy went to your own backyard and fought your champion and even beat him. I'm not a Fury fan. As you already know, I'm not a Fury fan. I'm a fan of all fighters, but I'm not an hardcore fan of Fury or fanboy Fury. But you've got to say the truth. Tyson Fury, he's a guy that's very intelligent. And at this point in his career, him signing that huge deal with ESPN means a lot. And it's also a strategy to lure Deontay Wilder to sign with ESPN. Deontay Wilder is a guy who is very strong-headed guy, proud, full of too much ego. So he's a guy that really do things out of emotion. Now, if Deontay Wilder was that smart, he would have tried to strategize a plan B in case of incapacity. Instead, he tried to blackball Anthony Joshua. He tried to freeze out Joshua, the only unified heavyweight king of the universe. And Joshua now is the guy sitting down as a king and laughing his ass off. Oh, man. It's just so smart of Tyson Fury. So Wilder is now emotionally down. Those guys now kind of regretting what he's going to do now. Listen, we know that there are bombs for Wilder to fight next. We know. Heyman already has bombs for him to fight next. We know that. But the thing is that a star power, his stock is going to drop badly. If he fights Dominic Brazil next, people will watch it. But the casual fans and the normal boxing fans who want to see good fights will not watch it. Joshua is going to take over America. And Deontay Wilder is going to come begging for Joshua's payday. Joshua Miller fight has more balls, has more attention than Joshua versus Brazil if Wilder is fighting Brazil next. That's just a fact. It means Wilder has gone from fighting the best, like he said, to fighting Joshua leftovers. Remember when Joshua fought Molina, a lot of Water fanboys say, well, Joshua is fighting Water's leftovers. And now what would they say? I like the fight anyway. I like Demir Brazil. I think Demir Brazil can do some stuff to Water. I mean, I don't think he can win, but I think he's got the ability to do damage to Deontay Water because he's got a great chin as well. He's a guy that has history with Water, and he wants revenge for the disrespect Water showed him and his family a few years back. So, what is Water gonna do now? His fans right now are all confused. Their plan was to freeze out Anthony Joshua. You cannot freeze out the only unified heavyweight king of the world. You cannot. The commercial power of Joshua is just too much for you to freeze out. Water don't have that. And now Fury is his own boss right now. I mean, he's got a network behind him, a huge network like ESPN. So Fury is never going to bow to Water's demand. And also, Water is going to have to sign with ESPN to make the rematch happen. Unless he will keep fighting bums, as usual, or low-level fighters. And that will definitely drop his stock, definitely. People don't even like the way he fights anyway. People watch him because he has been talking shit about Joshua. Before Joshua came into the scene, who knew who Water was? No one. Other than the hardcore boxing fans. No one. So that's just the fact. So Water, got very mad, went on Twitter, responded to Tasfiri's tweet, called him motherfucker, called him a cloud chaser. So Water is just kind of emotional right now, and Water right now is feeling very bad, deep down, that he's lost the chance to fight Anthony Joshua. Now Joshua is going to fight Miller. The arena is going to be a sellout. There's going to be a lot of world media there present toward Joshua, do damage to Jerry Miller. And whenever Deontay Wilder fights, if he fights before Joshua, he's not going to get the buzz. If he fights after that, the fight wouldn't be a sellout either. Because this guy is not a draw without a good opponent. If he fights Joshua, then yeah, there will be buzz everywhere. But if he doesn't, there won't be. Because he needs a dancing partner. And he knows that. Either Joshua or Fury, gets him the attention he wants. But Joshua mainly is the main man. Because he's the money man. So guys, the plans of Deontay Wilder and his team to freeze out Joshua has just backfired. Fury has really played them hard. I don't know what Wilder will be thinking right now. Woo! I love this game. my. Well, the only thing that can help Deontay Wilder right now is to sign to fight Joshua after his next fight. Is to get in touch with Eddie Hearn right now and start negotiating. Because if they do that right now, if Joshua gets past Jerome Miller, and then the fight get announced, that's the only thing that can save Deontay right now is to get in touch with Eddie Hearn and say, well, I want to fight Joshua. Let's sign it. Let's start the promotion after he defeats Miller, after I defeat my next opponent, you know? That's the only thing that can save him right now. But I don't think he's going to take that route. Because he's a guy full of pride. You know, Deontay Wilder is not the main man in every division, and he has like a baby already. Just imagine if Deontay Wilder is the cash cow. I mean, he will even do more damage to fighters than Mayweather did in terms of blackballing or lowballing fighters with small offers. We know that. We are not stupid. They all wish they are in Joshua's shoes right now. They all wish. All of them. All of them. That's why they hate the guy. That's why they try to bring down the guy. That's why they're trying to freeze out the guy. But who God has blessed, no man can touch. That's just a fact. That's for now, guys. Like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Cheers, everyone.